Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn. Welcome, 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 welcome. What another wonderfully beautiful day. And I hope that you're doing well and your friends and family are too. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please consider subscribing by hitting the bell below. You will also get email notifications of new videos when they're uploaded. Okay? If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I so appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that everything is going well in your world. Okay? Remember, how we see things, our perspective, also dictates how things may turn out because energy follows energy. But today we're coming to you with a new reading. It's called An Angel Blessing. Let's see which angel is going to be with us this week. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. May not resonate today. Come back to it another day. And let's see who is on deck. All right? Before we do that, let's clear the air by ringing the sound bowl. All righty? Okay, here we go. Breathe in love. Release all fear. Bring in joy. Release all disappointment. Bring in peace. Release all illusions. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm excited. It's a new deck that we'll talk about a little later in another recording because I'm going to present 3 new decks that came through from donations from viewers, from subscribers. If you'd like to subscribe, please hit the button below. If you'd like to make a donation to the channel, all the information is in the box below. You can send it through Venmo or Cash App, and I'll give you a shout out. And anything that's donated to the channel is fed back into the channel in the form of new equipment or new decks. So yeah, here we go. All right, so this is going to be called an angel blessing. So let's see which angel's coming in. But before we do that, let's call them in. All right, okay, so here we go. Angels, archangels, guardian angels, our own spiritual teams, the ancestors, benevolent beings from all space, galaxy, and time. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for supporting us and guiding us along our way. We are so grateful and thankful for all that you do. Thank you, 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 thank you. All right, okay. So let's go ahead and get going with today's reading and see which angel is coming to visit us for the week. All right. Remember, this is a general message. As I said before, take what resonates, leave the rest. And it may not resonate today. It may come up on another day, or you may come back to this recording at some point in time and go, wow, that made sense. Now it makes a whole lot of sense, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's see what's coming up. 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 We have, let me put on my glasses to read their name. Small print gets me every time. Give me a big billboard on the side of the road, can see it down the road. Anyway, the angel for today is Remliel. All right? The message is awakening. And that's been a big conversation in the community, in the metaphysical community. A lot of people talking about awakening and what does awakening mean. And it may have a different meaning for everyone. To awake, are you asleep? Are you on a journey where you are learning a part of yourself that you've not seen before? Are you able to welcome in that side of you? Are you also feeling a sense of being stuck? Is there something you need to let go of? Is there a sense of just not knowing and not knowing who to reach out to? So, this can mean a lot of different things for everyone because when we are awake, we sometimes think that we're seeing things as they are and not necessarily so. And the word on its own can be about having an awareness around something. Um, the other word that's tossed around a lot in the metaphysical community is enlightenment. All of these words have a very special meaning to each and every one of us. At its core, what is it that you may feel you are sleeping on? Are you awake? Are you asleep? What are you really looking at? Are you aware? Okay, that's another word to think about when we think of awakening. What are you aware of? Are you in touch with your feelings? Are you in touch with how things are going? Are you able to be honest about something and just say it like it is? Or are you putting a lot of filters around it? Um, when we also look on this card, we see there's a number 29. Now, in numerology, we take all the numbers and add them together. So the 2 plus 9 equals what? 11. 11 is a master number. Now, you can look that up and see what it means for you. That's what the wonderful world of Google is all about. And when we take those two numbers, the 11, they look like two pillars. So in your life, where do you see yourself aware? Because that's what the pillars are about. They're about standing up. What are you standing up for? What are you ready to really step into? Are you sure you're ready to step into it, or are you holding back a little? And if you're holding back, why? Is there something that you are not knowing yet? And is this something you need more insight on? Is there something that you're feeling and it's kind of like a low level gut feeling, but you're not ready to trust it yet? Start to ask yourself, why am I not why am I not trusting my gut? Why am I not trusting my intuition? Why am I just, ignoring what is going on? We can always ask our guardian angels to help us by calling in the angel that is showing up at this time. And on this card are several different levels. And we do, when we're going through an awakening period where we're becoming more aware of our abilities, of who we are, we go through different levels. It isn't just one level and voila, I made it. Because in each and every one of us, I don't care who it is, there is a place somewhere inside of us until we reach that point of ascension, or we reach that point of awakening, or we're able to stay at a level of high vibration 99% of the time. And even the Dalai Lama says, no, I have my good days, I have my bad. And he says, and I'm not so sure what today is. But in each of us, if there is a place within you that you've recognized as, ooh, I don't like that feeling, I don't like when I show up like that, are you able to address that? Are you able to embrace that side of you? It's called, in psychology, the shadow side. Are you able to look at that side of you and say, you know what, I understand deep inside why I respond like that. I understand why I may feel like that. And I'm willing to investigate it. I'm not willing to just bury it or overlook it or begin to wonder, how can I move past this discomfort? When we embrace discomfort, we find out it really is fear. And what is fear? False evidence appearing real. And when we can kind of go, it wasn't real after all, it really was just me putting more on it than it really was, me layering more and more and more, and then it became really scary. Because that can get in the way of us really accepting who we are. And inherently, there's a belief that we all have a level of goodness in us. And sometimes it gets overshadowed with layers of trauma and life and trauma and more life and trauma. When we are able to say, you know what, I'm just going to embrace this. I'm going to embrace this part of me that may be dark. And it could also be that you're going through what is known as the dark night of the soul, where everything that is churning around in you feels overwhelming. It feels kind of has a dark energy to it, or it feels like you don't understand what it is. And it's overriding your feeling of love and peace and courage and harmony. And it feels scary, and you may be angry or resentful. Are you ready to really go and really delve down deep and get to what this is about? Because remember, when we are going through something, the universe has a real quirky sense of humor. And when we're going through something, the universe says, that's what you want more of? Well, I'm going to help you out with that. And the reason that happens is to help us grow, to help us come to terms with what is showing up in our world, to help us really understand that we have the ability to shift our perspective. But part of that happens when we get to a place of acceptance. And acceptance is a part of awakening. And so are you ready to call in this beautiful angel and ask this angel, along with your guardian angels, for assistance, for support, for guidance? Call on, and I'm going to say the name again, Remliel, R-E-M, glasses again. Sorry about that. The spelling is R-E-M-L-I-E-L. I'll put it in the box below, because when we can really look at what's going on and we can find ourselves feeling having a sense of freedom, more freedom, we can get to the other side and we can say, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Or we can get to a place where it's not so intense and we can come to a place of peace within. I would say that when we are awakening, there is a certain level of radical acceptance that we must have about what is going on. It's like seeing a school bus and it's yellow and you go, well, it's just a school bus, so what if it's yellow? Yes, but I accept that. So when you look at a feeling or you have feelings coming up and you're like, yeah, I'm angry, I'm really pissed off, and this is why. And if you want, journal it, because when you start putting it out there, then you get more of the same thing. But if you can find a way to accept it, to look at it, to examine it, where is this coming from? What in my past might be contributing to this? What is it that I am unable to embrace? Is there a part of this that, here's a good question. What is my responsibility in this situation? Because when we can look at that and we can go back and say, how is that interfering or getting in the way of me getting to my goal? Is it overriding my sense of fairness? Has it become so prominent that I am unable to take a conscious step in the right direction of my dreams? Because when we're holding on, remember, when you're holding on to a low vibration, or what some people might call a negative feeling, or a challenging situation, and we cannot get to a place where we can say, you know what, it is what it is. I accept my role in it. I forgive myself for not having all the information, or because that contributed to my reaction. And I'm going to move forward. I'm going to allow myself to heal. I'm going to embrace healing so that I can begin to live the life of my dream. Because remember, you cannot have joy and peace and love and harmony and be angry, resentful, and mad, and what all of those lower based emotions. You can't live in disappointment and love. You can't. They just don't. It's like oil and vinegar. They don't mix. They don't mix. Or oil and water. It just doesn't mix. When we are able to get to a place of radical acceptance, we can be awakened to the truth of who we are. And that is really what we're here to do, to awaken to who we truly are. Are you ready to do that? All right, let's see. Tell me in the comments below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps me with YouTube, and it helps grow the channel. And you know, we've grown a lot. We've grown a lot, and share this with someone who might need an uplifting and inspiring message today. All right? Take care of yourselves. Come back again for another reading, and tell me how you like the angel blessing reading. This is the angels that we're going to have for this week, and it is my hope to do this every single week. And before I go, let me see if I can get a little more information from another angel deck as to perhaps help us with how we could go about ascertaining this information. Good thing I didn't close off, huh? Okay, bottom one they said, bottom two. Okay, all right. Okay, so here we go. It says right now is a perfect time for awakening. Right now is the perfect time to begin examining what is going on in your world. Examining and looking at it from a perspective of not blaming or shaming or feeling bad, but just look at it from an objective point of view. Imagine that it's someone else and their life, and you know a whole lot about them. If it's easier that way to do it, and really understand that if you do start to look within the next few months, things are going to shift. Things are going to be really beautiful and wonderful and celebratory. And a year from now, your life will not look the same. You will be out of fear and despair and disappointment and resentment and anger. But you have to do the work. That's part of this whole contract, is that we each do our own work. No one else can do it for you. It isn't enough to just get up and talk to God and meditate and talk to the angels and then go sit down and watch TV or file your nails. You have to do the work. And that work may require you going an extra step. You know, meditate, journal, ask the angels for direction, ask the angels for guidance, ask the angels for a sign that you're moving in the right direction. Okay? That's what they're there for, and they will not show up until you give them permission. Now, if you're not sure what angels to ask for on this channel, what do we say? Angels, get the flock in here. Okay? All right. Thank you. Come back. Don't forget, thumbs up. Share it with someone. I so appreciate each and every one of you. And namaste. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Come back for another message from Wisdom from the Angels. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Alrighty, righty. So glad I did that. That feels good. So I should awaken. What am I willing to awaken to? Okay. Because it is about me. Angel blessings. So